respect. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. The free play, better button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful morning, a full week of checking these buttons. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Chapters down below if you want to skip around, and of course that sub button, go ahead and skip around. Take the time to help the channel grow. Thank you guys so much. I believe we just hit 55.3K. Thank you so much. And with that being said, we got a bunch of buttons, deep buttons that we need to check. Ladies and gents, let's go. All right, now into them first set of MenaRD bowing out of the North American eCPT online premiere buttons that needs to be checked. Okay, so in the last video, we were just talking about how Mena officially qualified for the CPT, right? This is causing a whole bunch of debate, right? But we're gonna unpack it, of course, step by step. So let's start right here. So Mena over the weekend, right, qualified for the CPT. He beat out Punk and he beat out Knuckle Dew. He's already won the CPT twice. Now he's going back for a third time. Can you imagine if he gets it this time? Anyway, like I said, that's a separate episode. Okay, so for now, he posted this after he won. He said, I officially announcing I won't be participating in the North American eCPT online premiere. I can't bring myself to beat my own friends / players I'm rooting for in this tournament under this format. It feels unfair given how little chances we get. Good luck, everyone, East Coast. And of course, that FGC is responding. You see a lot of people saying respect, or, you know, you're amazing, and just in awe, right? They're like, that's what's up. You already qualified, you're not trying to gatekeep, and you're bouncing. I see other people posting saying, yesterday is that Garnett in Italy did the same, but the commentators just joked about it since, to them, the prize money would have been more important than gatekeeping people from Italy that had a shot, really a sad position. Okay, and this is where it starts to shift, right? And you start to see the debate, because we've seen this. We've seen players that have already qualified, but they're still playing for whatever reason. Some people think they're gatekeeping or they have some type of plot to keep other players out. Well, that's what gatekeeping is. I don't. What the hell I'm trying to say is there's multiple reasons, right? We saw the FGC birds basically do the same thing. Angry Bird, Big Bird, right? I think Angry Bird was still playing. He was qualified, but then he was right up there, and then Big Bird, basically he got the tag team. He got the alley-oop. Big Bird qualified right after. Cien also did it. I don't know if you noticed, but I think Cien, what did he win? Like Southeast Asia? I don't know if it was East or West, but it just happened like yesterday. He won, but since he was already qualified, the runner-up actually got it, right? So now the runner-up, who was the runner-up? I'll put it on the screen right. Oh, there it is, Bravery. So Bravery was runner-up. Cien, like, I mean, he bodied. He did the damn thing. But now Bravery, he got second, but he's still officially qualified for Capcom because obviously Cien was already qualified for Capcom.
He doesn't drop it, and it doesn't even matter. He gets a continuation. Cien is your champion for Southeast Asia, qualifying twice. I'm totally kidding. But either way, Cien taking it 3-0 against Bravery, our winner. And obviously is going to be one of the biggest threats at Capcom Cup. But you know what? Bravery is going to have a long time to also study the matchup to strengthen up because he's going to Capcom Cup as well, and I'm sure.
So then that brings us to now, right? We see Mena make this statement, and others are kind of noticing that, and they're tagging Phenom and Angry Bird. I don't know, did Phenom do it as well? Anyway, tagging both of them saying, should learn from this, men, and Capcom should not allow players already qualified, at least in this format. Mena once again giving us reasons to admire him and respect him even more. The champion is a real champ. Then on that other side, you got people agreeing, saying, okay, well, that's cool, but you can't knock everybody else, right? Picking up here saying, this is a real act of sportsmanship. Due respect to Mena, but don't blame those who decide to compete, even though they've already qualified. They did nothing wrong. If someone is to blame, it's 100% Capcom. And it goes deeper right here with Sneak saying, this is a great thing for him to do, but all the people in the comments hating on others who don't need to stop. This format is horrible, but no competitive player is looking for a handout. If they're good enough to win Cap Cup, they're good enough to beat anyone before it too. So there you go, man. That's interesting, right? So Mena's officially qualified, and he's looking at the next one and saying, you know what? I'm not going to compete because I don't want to block anybody. I can't bring myself to do that to anybody I'm rooting for, my friends, especially under this format. And you got people praising them and then, kind of taking shots at other players that have done it. But they're saying no. We saw the same thing. Didn't Idom do it one year when he qualified, but then he kept playing? Some people said he was greedy. Others are taking the same stance that they're taking here, saying, nah, if you're doing it, you're not really gatekeeping, because if you're good enough to be in Cap Cup, you could beat anybody in advance. But it also could be said that, matchup make fights, because let's be real, you could lose to somebody and still be able to win at Capcom. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say somebody loses to IDOM, but they're able to beat Mena and Punk or something like that. You can go to losers and then work your way back up. So I don't know. Am I making any sense right here? What I'm trying to say is, just because you get knocked out or lose to one person doesn't mean you're still not good enough to qualify. Meaning, I think gatekeeping is possible. You can have a demon. There's a lot of players out there that have their demons. They can't get past one person.
I do have a demon. My demon is actually Tokido. I can never beat Tokido.
I think my very first demon was probably Gamer Beat. It affected me because every tournament I would face him at, I would lose before we even played. Like, it's pretty heartbreaking.
Okay, first of all, I don't have a demon. I am somebody's demon. So Daigo is my demon, and Daigo is my son. I'm Daigo's demon, so don't ask me that. Because I believe my playstyle is very stable, and it's very adaptive anyway, so I don't think I have a demon. I don't think I've lost to anybody that bad that I consider them my demon. Or I never lost to anybody consistently to begin with, so that's my answer.
They actually might have a real legit shot to win Capcom, but if they're gate kept, it's not gonna happen. Now, I'm not saying that these players right here like Cien and Angry Bird and whatnot, I'm not saying they're doing that. What I'm trying to say is I think it's possible. But how y'all feeling as far as like Mena taking this stance, other people praising them and saying, hey, don't be so hard on the other people, because at the end of the day, all's fair in love and war and the CPT. But how y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, next up for them Dragon Ball fighters finally getting rollback. We were just talking about this in the video, I think last week, where the community was still like, whatever happened to the damn rollback, right? Well, Fighters is trending just over the last weekend. You can see that on the screen, and they released an official video. We'll check it out right now. Okay, let's get to the meat. Let's get to the nitty gritty. All right. In January, we'll be holding the finals of Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. Okay. With all the winners of the Power Tournament. I hope everyone will join us in watching the battle. Okay. Who will see become the world champion? Okay. I would like to take this opportunity to announce the upcoming public beta test. Let's go. On Steam with the rollback implemented. First of all, we apologize for making you wait. That's what's up. We are very grateful to all of you who have been waiting for it. We have been working hard to build a satisfying environment. There we go. All right. And now we are finally ready to share it with you. Come on. Public beta test on Steam November 30th. Oh, coming up in what, 3 days? A public beta test. Let's go. Beta test will be available to all owners of Dragon Ball Fighters for Steam. Okay. So not closed. Looks like it's going to be available for everybody on that Steam. Please check the official website, social media for more details, and public beta test. That's what's up. All right. We look forward to you participating or your participation. Entire Dragon Ball Fighters team developed in making the game more enjoyable for everyone. So there you have it. Once again, sorry this is choppy. I'm kind of reading it because, believe it or not, this is my first time watching that presentation. I knew there was one, and I knew that's what the announcement was, but I didn't read any of the subtitle, text translation or anything like that. So obviously that FGC is reacting. It's in 3 days. What do you think everybody's saying? They're saying the same damn thing. They're excited, or they thought they would never see the day. And it's going down. Because, like what? They announced it, what was it? Something like that. Was it last year or something like that? Then we got another update like sometime this year, them saying, hold on, we're still working on it. And then there was silence, right? Just nothing but crickets. A lot of people thinking, was it ever gonna happen? And here we go. We got that open beta test in 3 days. But of course, some people are like, okay, what about consoles? Well, the consoles don't get to enjoy or partake in this. Look, it's just gonna be Steam. But how y'all feeling? Looks like Fighters is, give that second chance or that second breath of life. You see the memes on the consoles and all the other stuff, but hey, how y'all feeling? Fighters, rollback, let me know. All right, next up for the what is better, Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 6 debate going crazy. Buttons that need to be checked. So social media, or FGC social media, lost their damn mind, right? They've been having this debate for a while. It went crazy over the last, I want to say the last 3 or 4 days. Now, it started in different pockets and whatnot, but we're going to start it right here. So there's a player by the name of Automatic. I'll put his information down below. Definitely check him out. He started this poll, right, saying which is better, Street Fighter V on release, Street Fighter V final patch, or Street Fighter 6 on release. Interesting, right? Because obviously the release of Street Fighter 5 was dog shit, right? But the final patch, a lot of people say it was the most balanced game that they've seen in a long time. So that final patch versus the release of Street Fighter 6, how y'all feeling? But the FGC is feeling it because you see down below, Street Fighter 6 landslide, 66%, over 4,000 votes, right? And you got that FGC reacting. So it caused a lot of debate versus 5 and 6. A lot of people had some nostalgia, but others were surprised. They were like, I can't even fucking believe we're talking about 5 right now, right? Starting it right here saying, as a product, Street Fighter 6 is the best fighting game ever made. Competitively, it's streaming pile of shit compared to the last couple of seasons of Street Fighter 5. I would like to think Capcom can make this game enjoyable for me, but their philosophy for this game is clear as day. And it continues on with a simple trick saying, Street Fighter 5 is dog shit. Stop bringing that game up on my timeline, LOL. Let it fucking die. Street Fighter 6 ain't even close to how ass Street Fighter 5 was. Y'all need to get your nostalgic rose-tinted glasses out of here. And from there, Tommy adds this saying, Jabali said it best. When 5 came out, he got a dozen emails asking if you could still make tournaments for 4. He didn't get a single email for a tournament for 5 when 6 was coming out. Damn. Jabali, if you don't know, he is the CEO, the president, right? The man over CEO. One of the biggest tournaments we had in the FGC for quite some time. He's the CEO and CEO Taku. The man does a lot. Then continuing on here with Romulus himself saying, I can't believe there's Street Fighter 5 talk when people spent the last 6 years or so saying it was a bad game. Whether you like it or not, you actually enjoy the game and not someone playing it for exposure, money, etc. Just play the damn game. And Davon picking it up saying, seeing some folks talk about Street Fighter 5 nowadays will have you thinking it was the magnum opus of the series. In truth, the game is good, but incredibly boring. I definitely wouldn't choose to play it over Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 6 nowadays, but I can see the appeal if you just enjoy a tame environment. This man said, if you just enjoy a tame environment. Hey, if you like tame, then Street Fighter 5 is for you. But if you like some action, you know what I'm saying? If you like some hype shit, then Street Fighter 4 or it's Street Fighter 6. I gotta say, I agree with that. And Seikola adding on saying the Street Fighter 5 and Street Fighter 6 discourse is funny because number 1, it's a clear indication of the cycle, and number 2, if you are playing a game for hours a day and aren't getting paid and you say you hate it, you probably kiss the game when nobody is looking, same for 5 as it is in 6. And more adding saying, y'all really played a video game y'all hated for 7 years though? That's wild. I can see if the game was paying y'all bills, but I know that wasn't the case for the majority. Bunch Casa adding saying, not gonna lie, I feel bad for the kids that genuinely want to be able to go back and play a game that was there for them during the formative years like how Street Fighter 4 was for me. If Street Fighter 5 was that game for you, then God bless. Just stop shitting on each other's choices in games. But here's the thing, let me know if any of you else out there are experiencing what I'm experiencing. I've almost been afraid to talk about it. That sounds really silly, right? Because we're just talking about a video game, but check this out. So when I saw 6, when I saw the preview of 6, and I kept saying this is gonna bring back everybody to the party, holy shit, it's giving me them 4 vibes. I can't wait to play, right? Because I felt like I was just dormant, like I wasn't at all playing Street Fighter 5, so I felt like I was kind of, you know, I was missing something. Then 6 dropped, and yes, it does bring back the feeling of 4, and I think it's hype, and I do agree that it's probably one of the best, if not the best, version of Street Fighter that we've ever had. But with that being said, I still felt like there was something missing. And it wasn't necessarily the game, but I just felt like it didn't bring back what I had with 4, and I was like, shit, am I ever gonna get that again? I've been waiting for that feeling. And to be honest, it might not ever come back, and this is why. Where he says like the game was there for them during their formative years, and that's what it is. A lot of us will never get that time back. I know I had certain homies, I've had homies that passed away that, you know, they were there for 4, but during the lifetime of 5, unfortunately, they passed away. And I felt like that time for us was such a golden era. The hype, how we would take turns going over each other's houses, and we were eating and drinking and partying, playing 4, and it was some of the best memories of my life. I think that was so formative to me. I think that was so meaningful that I don't know if I'll ever get that back because, you know, you can't rewind time. Sometimes things are just for a season and they're only meant to be, obviously, for that particular time of your life. And let's be real, I was just blessed enough to experience that. Damn, I feel like these buttons is getting deep. Anyway, is anybody else out there experiencing experiencing that, I feel like I just had to share that right now. Obviously, I think that, you know, Street Fighter 6 is way better than Street Fighter 5, but how y'all feeling? Do you think it has to do with not so much this game versus that game, but where you are or where you were in your particular life when you were enjoying a game? Could that be a big reason why people hang on so much to, you know, Street Fighter 2, Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, whatnot? How y'all feeling? Like I said, get a little deep, but let's be real. It's real talk. How y'all feeling? Let me know. There it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you were feeling. Thank you for the amazing love, man. We got so much coming soon. Hey, Patreons, we got a hot new video dropping for you tomorrow. Please stay tuned. Thank you so much for the support. You have no idea how much this means. We are aiming to do more giveaways for December. I got this cool, like, Christmas idea coming up, so I hope you guys can get on board and think it's cool. With that being said, the Hitbox winner finally, after I released that last video, I saw the comment. He actually did claim the Hitbox. So we got it. Everybody that was hoping he wasn't going to claim it, he claimed the Hitbox. Everybody else, like I said, hang on. We got 2 more giveaways coming up around Christmas. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. See y'all tomorrow for HT. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
And now for that moment of FGC bliss. So on that argument, right, Street Fighter 6 versus Street Fighter 5, one comment, right, that stuck out to me was from Omega Tom Hanks. He says, the only Street Fighter 5 I fuck with, this will give you that 8 frame of lag in real life. And then he posted this picture of this nugget, right? I guess this weed right here saying SF5 OG. Is this really Street Fighter 5 OG? Is it Kush? What is this? Is it Street Fighter 5? I imagine it's just SFV. What is this? Did somebody actually name weed after Street Fighter 5? So I'm gonna tell you, if you're a type of person that enjoys your weed tame, then this is probably the SF5 OG. This is you, if you want some tame weed. But if you want that shit, if you want that sticky, smelly shit, you need this. You need that SF4, SF6 OG. This right here will get your ass outside your body. This is gonna send you to space right here. This is for you. And of course, I just made this shit up, so, you know, just